Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ronnie Ocampo. In today's video, I'm giving you advice from experienced wildland firefighters. I'm a part of the Wildland firefighting group on Facebook, and so I wanted to pose the question to see if I can get any advice from wildland firefighters. And the question that I asked was, if you could just give one piece of advice to someone starting out in firefighting that you wish you had when you started out, what would it be? And the response was phenomenal. I got so many answers back, and so that's what we're doing today. I'm going to give you the answers, not all of them because there was like over 500 comments. A lot of them were the same, so I'll just give you some of them, and then maybe we'll make this a series and kind of give you bits and pieces of advice along the way. Like I said, there was so many great responses, so we're just going to jump right in. The first thing that I saw that really stood out was cardio. A lot of people said make sure you're doing your cardio, because I think maybe you think of weightlifting or weight training when you think of firefighters because you have to have your pack on, you're carrying tools and water and equipment and all this stuff. But cardio is very important as well, because you got to be able to do all those things, and cardio is a part of that. So make sure you're doing your cardio, especially on your off season as well, to prepare for the fire season. I'm just going to read off the comments because I want to make sure that I give credit to where credit is due. Odonda Jensen says, keep your head on a swivel, pack for every season, don't forget shower shoes, and pack stuff you like to eat for at least a week. And I'm really sorry if I'm butchering names. I apologize. Terry Tilford says, take every detail opportunity you can, never pass up a fire assignment thinking the next one will be better. Deb Blaze says, be in the best physical shape of your life and listen to those folks who have the most experience. The safest place to be is 1 foot in the black. If you forget everything else, remember that. Nathan Bryce Harden says, learn to keep your mouth shut and listen. Actually, a lot of people have said this. Keep your mouth shut. I found that to be funny, but a lot of people have said that. So learn to keep your mouth shut and listen. Never pretend to know what you really don't. Even the smartest person doesn't know it all. So if you're new, don't think your few little classes have taught you everything. Always be open to learning. Sean Ankney says, be comfortable being uncomfortable. You're going to be cold, hungry, dirty, often all at the same time. Living out of a bag for 2.5 weeks or more at a time. Enjoy the little comforts. Develop a routine. Gagan Sharma says, look out, communication, escape routes, and safety zones. Your LCESs, know them. Matt Gossian says, work hard, learn as much as you can, stay fit mentally and physically. Kathy Best Thibodeau says, don't be afraid to ask questions. Lives depend on it, even yours. Chancey Cox says, break your boots in before you get to your first assignment. Remember, in this business, your body is worthless if your feet are trashed. Take care of your feet, change your socks religiously, and use foot powder if you get a sore. Don't ignore it. Take care of it ASAP. Ramon Hurtado says, make sure your relationships are solid with family and friends and spouses before the season starts. It can get lonely. Kim Sheets says, you're making your living on your feet. Put as much thought and money into the boots as your knees, hips, and back will be forever thankful. Art James says, always carry a pocket knife. Mandy Bone still says, keep a positive attitude, speak up, say something if you see that something isn't right. Don't be afraid to call people out on their bullshit. The organization cannot improve if people get away with bad behavior. Emmeline Guzman says, don't be afraid to ask questions. Sometimes instructions may need to be repeated. Corbin Malone says, build up your coworkers. Fatigue will make rookies out of the most seasoned firefighters. Be the one that brings up the morale. Being prepared for any situation is very key. So Franceline Bosch says, always be prepared, have a plan A, B, and C in place, and expect the unexpected. Walt Volker says, relax. Know that if you need to use your fire shelter, it can and will save your life, so pay attention when you do the training on how to use one. It's not rocket science, but being comfortable with the thought of actually using one will enrich your wildland firefighting career. Luke Ham says, all assignments are good assignments. It's easy to fall into the complaining trap when you think you're being shafted. Enjoy it, do good work, and learn something. The good assignments will come. Bobby Robidoux says, do everything that no one wants to do. Load more tools, carry more weight, listen, learn. Jordan Chandler says, once you know this is what you want to do, buy the expensive boots. Your body will thank you. Leonard Sandoval says, if you're single and have the opportunity to work out of your state, go for it. Explore your options and don't be afraid to leave mom and dad. This is such a good one. Go explore. get out of your state if you can. This one's from Frank Junkersfeld. He says, pack more socks and underwear. Don't forget some thermal underwear because it may be warm where you're at now, but that doesn't mean it's going to be warm where you're going. Nuruddin Wasaflaka says, wool socks, 14 pairs of underwear, baby wipes, shower shoes. Steve Sally says, focus on employment in a department with a good retirement system. This next one is from Greg Lennon. He says, good boots is number one. Read, train, listen, keep a plastic cover sheet in your backpack always, and use extra water bottles. Water drops are notorious for being late, so keep water inside your pack for emergency times like that. Moleskin, keep it in every pack. Dylan Howell says, if you like having a normal life and a reliable schedule, work somewhere else. Jonathan Dunbar says, learn how to read and write more than just CTRs. This one's hilarious. This one is from Jim Simple. He says, what was funny on day 1 stopped being funny on day 10. And that is so true. This one's from Frank Wicker, and he says, soak your boots and let them dry on your feet before you go out so that they form to your feet and you can break them in. And I actually did this when I was breaking in my whites for my first fire season. It actually really works and I never got any blisters. This next one is from Megan Sailors, and I absolutely love this advice. She says, don't be afraid to take time off for things like family events and friends' weddings. There will always be more fires to fight, and you are more than a firefighter. I missed many family and friends events that I can't get back. There were so many events that I missed because I always wanted to be out on a fire, so definitely take the time off. Don't be afraid to take the time off because you will not get those times back. And the last one for today, we have Derek Stoke. He says, always look out for your brothers and sisters. Communication is key and attitude is everything. Hopefully you guys like this video. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know. I will continue to give you advice from all of these experienced firefighters because there's so much more in there. Hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.